Hello, welcome to Wild Eye Week Day 7. And today we are reviewing a film by John Walker. It gets a 1.8 on IMDb. 1 hour and 43 minutes. Came out in 2015. Also known as Amityville Playhouse. Amityville Theater. Terror takes center stage. It's opening night for Murder. So let's follow the story here for this. We have a young girl named Fawn whose parents have tragically passed. And her grandparents actually are gone too, so she's kind of having to grow up fast. And she inherits this theater. And she meets with the lawyer who has to draw up all the papers and stuff. Tries to convince her to sell it since it's a very big overtaking for you to have this theater. But she says, you know what, let me go hang out there for a little bit. Let me take a look at it and see what I think. And so her and her friends decide to go check it out. Her boyfriend is a complete asshole in the film. And he is a homophobic, like narcissist a little bit, the way he acts in the film. And then the other friends come as well, and they're kind of young kids. They're all full of piss and vinegar, and they're always at each other's throats and making comments. And practically the first hour of the film was nothing but jokes towards each other that, some of them were very lame. Anyways, getting back to the film. So they decide to go to this theater and stay the entire evening and kind of camp out and have some fun there. There's some beer and no real nudity or anything like that, nothing bad. And they start to hear stuff and it becomes strange and spooky. And they get stuck in there and they can't get out. And it's opening night for Murder, basically. Things start to happen to them. They're going to try to find a way out. Meanwhile, there's a whole bunch of jump scares and everything. And pretty much that's the basic standard premise of the film. Now, this had a budget of almost $300,000 in Canadian coin, which means that would be about $270,000 in American money. And I'm really not for sure where the budget went to on this. There was literally no practical effects other than maybe a little bit of makeup. A lot of jump scares. There were a lot of town people that were there. Whole hell of a lot of dialogue in the movie. Probably an hour and a half of the 1 hour and 43 minutes was dialogue. No real action, if anything. I loved the script. I loved the writing. I loved the idea, but it was poorly executed. They could have ran with this and had so much fun having kids locked in a theater overnight. Like, you could have took 20 grand and made something crazy fun out of that. Although we've seen that premise before. So my thoughts on this film is way too much dialogue, like just way too much. They didn't go for it. They should have went for it. They should have had some costumes, some set design, some crazy stuff. Didn't go for it. The acting was subpar. Like I said, the kids were just making jokes the entire time. It was like scripted jokes back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Really, really bad. And I don't know if these are trained actors, actresses. I don't know, but it was just this movie just really fell flat. And it had so much potential, and it just didn't execute. But I do want to thank Bronco Juggalo Talks Movies for having Wild Eye Week 2023. It's been fun going back and revisiting Wild Eye titles again. We'll see what happens for 2024. But yeah, so this is Amityville Theater. I cannot recommend this one to anybody. I give this a 1 out of 5 on the Boglin scale. This cover is very deceiving. and you really don't see this at all on the film. And man, I don't know, just a letdown, a huge letdown. But anyways, let me know if you guys have seen this, and I will catch up with you later. And go check out everybody that's doing Wild Eye Week. Give them some support, and check out Wild Eye Releasing. I'll put the link to their page in the description, and catch up with you guys later. Peace.
Welcome to the house on the A6 block. I'm just chilling on the porch in my chair I rock. I'm your host Jimmy Biggs with the ghoulish clip. The only light outside is the full moon lit. Welcome to a world mixed with evil and good. If you didn't plan on staying, then you misunderstood. This ain't a nightmare, the figment of imagination. Step aside and the house will awaken. Skeleton, play the piano.